today I'm very happy to have Henri de Jong from Quantoz. We will run our 7 questions with Henri. And for the ones who don't know what FinTech Forum is all about, FinTech Forum is an annual event, and we connect early stage FinTech with early stage investors and business angels. So welcome, Henri. I'm really happy that you take your time. And my first question is, please tell us a little bit about yourself, both work and your leisure time.
Okay, yeah, so thank you very much for the invitation, Frank. My name is Henri de Jong. I'm one of Quantoz co-founders and responsible for business development. I have a track record of nearly 30 years of bringing new technologies to the market. So I wrote the first route planners back in 1985. I digitized the first road networks and published on CD-ROM. So that's really old technology, but it was always new technology that I introduced to the market, and that's a kind of passion. I really enjoy working with clients on new disruptive business models, and that's also why I like blockchain technology so much. Yeah? So the rapid development and all the new things that become possible because of blockchain that really fascinates me. And well, as a private person, I spend a lot of time with my family. I like sports, especially swimming, and as a hobby, I have a very old, more than 50-year-old Märklin railway.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and no Carrera.
No Carrera. I was with the trains.
With the trains. So which services does Quantoz offer, and who are your main competitors?
Okay, so we say that we built the gateway we built a gateway for the token economy. Yeah, so we connect traditional financial systems with private and public blockchains. So it basically means that through our technology, capital flows from blockchain into traditional financial systems or the other way around. So to give you an example, so our technology is, for example, used for IoT payments, where IoT devices have their own digital wallet, and they can make payments with these wallets. So a car can pay a socket for the energy charged, and all kinds of other micro payments for parking or sharing. But at the end of the day or the week, you want to settle with a SEPA payment in euros. So we aggregate all these micro payments, transfer them to, let's say, a banking system, and make sure that the settlement in SEPA is done. So our partners have access to our technology via an extensive set of APIs. So they do not need any knowledge about blockchain technology, and can integrate through our APIs the access and the communication with the blockchains into their own technology or in their own applications. So the competitors that are, when we discuss with potential new partners, I would say the biggest competitors are always the in-house developers that who think that they can do it themselves better and faster.
Okay, and how did you get, or how you guys did get your startup idea, and how did you actually then launch it?
Okay, so I think it was back in 2014 that my co-founder Gaston called me, he had minted some bitcoins on his PC, and he said, "Well, I'm not sure about the bitcoins, but blockchain technology is fascinating." So yeah, so we founded Quantoz in 2015, and our first product was a proof of concept, was a crypto brokerage named Happy Coins. And from our experience with Happy Coins, we learned that processing blockchain transactions is not trivial. Wallet and token management is a challenge. And last but not least, blockchain technology enables transfer of assets. And as soon as you, if you touch assets and you transfer assets, you've got to deal with regulation. Yeah, so you have the KYC, so you know your customer, the money laundering and terrorist financing acts, and this regulation also holds for IoT payments, holds also for machine. I always make this stupid joke that you want to avoid that a washing machine is being abused for money laundering. But it's true, yeah. So I would say that all these problems, token management, regulation, managing fiat and blockchain transactions are addressed and solved with our gateways, QUASAR and NEXUS.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for the good insight and yeah, the funny washing machine. How did you finance your startup, and what are your learnings you may share with other fundraising startups?
Yeah. So well, as we founded the company, we put in private money. And of course, a lot of dedication and blood, sweat, and tears. That's what you do. In 2017, we did our first and until now only financing round with some informal investors. And in 2019, we grew more than 250%. And since then, we run a profitable operation. Last year, we had an exit with our crypto brokerage service platform, Happy Coins. And I founded companies before, and my lesson is always that it takes longer before you start generating revenues. Yeah, so talks with investors take even longer. Yeah, so stay focused on developing your product, stay focused on marketing your product, and yeah, so cash is king. So don't spend too much money because your runway might be shorter than you think.
I like this word very much, and I think you're absolutely right. You need to be very cautious in spending money as long as you don't have significant revenues or even profits. I would fully agree that that's. Yesterday I heard that never ever a startup failed because of the product. They failed because they did run out of money. And I think that's what it is. Henri, what are your key trends and the opportunities you see currently in the European financial systems?
Well, especially with blockchain, so many new business models can be exploited. Yeah, so who had heard about non-fungible tokens half a year ago? Yeah, so Europe is a 500 million people economy. Yeah, and there is plenty of room for lots of innovation in all financial industries. You have the RegTech, so the regulation, identity, because more and more important, and you see also that the COVID vaccination comes on the blockchain. Yeah, so there are so many opportunities. Yeah? It's really fascinating to see.
Yeah, of course. That's the view I share. That's how we met. Actually, back in Heidelberg, I think, and that's really I share that view 100%.
Yeah.
By the way, do you still have time? Do you still have time to read, and what's on your reading list?
Yeah, so I'm currently reading a book. It's called The New Silk Roads from Peter Frankopan. It's it's about the new world order. Yeah, I don't know if you've read the book, but it's about the increasing influence of China in Africa, the Middle East, and also Europe. And it's so China's expansion is not only because of the Chinese expanding, but it's also a failure of the Western society. Yeah, so the US and Europe. So that's it's very interesting to read. And well, I also maybe you have seen Lupin on Netflix. I'm also reading a book. It's about the adventures of Arsène Lupin. It's so you might have seen it on Netflix.
I have seen it on Netflix actually. Yes.
But there's
a very nice series.
Yeah, but there's actually a book.
Of course.
So I'm not reading the book.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And the Silk Road, it's something was here before, and some things come back again.
Yeah.
Last but not least, your favorite place for a coffee or a drink?
Well, for a coffee in the kitchen, that's and that's really what I'm missing, because the coffee machine is the place for small talk with your colleagues. So at Quantoz we introduced the virtual coffee machine just for small talk with the colleagues. So I have new colleagues with which I've never met so far, because we are for more than 1 year already in our home office. And informal drinks, the beer, I like to share that in a football stadium with some friends, and if not in a football stadium, a drink near a swimming pool and sitting in the sun is what makes me happy.
Henri, thank you very much for your time. Great to have you here, and also looking forward to see you in one of our next events, since you are one of the people, let's say, joining us several times before.
Yes, I must say I'm really missing the yearly FinTech Forum event in Frankfurt, and the talks with you, Samart, and Michael Mellinghoff, and I hope we'll meet each other in October in Frankfurt again.
Thanks for your time, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.